Hello, welcome to the Still Friends podcast. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and we also will have a Still Friends podcast clips channel. So if you guys do not want to sit through all of this podcast, you can just go on that YouTube channel and watch the best parts of our podcast. We will hopefully get on Apple Podcasts pretty soon, but right now this is where we're going to be. So what we're going to do on Instagram, we're going to put a bunch of polls, probably like 2 days before we have our podcast, and you guys will just vote what you guys want to see because we are very open and we want to see your guys' feedback. So we will be talking about wiffle ball, we will be talking about baseball, we will be talking about basketball, we're going to be talking about everything, even our own baseball. So we're going to get right into something me and Rocco both love, which is wiffle ball, and we're just going to be talking about some behind the scenes that we've done lately, and it's been pretty packed the past like 5 days. We've gone to the park a lot and we've done a lot of videos. So yeah, how has the past 5 days been for you with wiffle ball?
It's been pretty good. I'd like to see more people show up than like the usual.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty good. We've seen some more people that are committed compared to last year, so it's gonna be more exciting to play this year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, we had a scrimmage that we did not film, but it basically was Knights versus Red Hawks. So I got to see a lot of my new players, and it was just Rocco and Chip. But it was a really good game, and hopefully that is some of the games that are in the future in the season because it was pretty fun. But the mud was pretty vicious out there.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty bad on the pitcher's mound. Not really on the
Vans.
What?
Ruined.
Your Vans.
Could not fix them.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully it gets a little cooler, but the field stays fine because if we rough that up like we did with the last one, it's not going to be too good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we did a lot of talk shows recently. I think we did like 2, not a lot.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
But like in the last week, for how you have to spread them out, we've done a lot.
Yeah. We did the draft special, then we did the draft the same day, and then that was it for that day, right?
Yeah.
And then the next day we did another talk show, and then we did a golf battle with wiffle ball. So 4 videos in 2 days, and then we came back, I think, 2 days later, and we didn't film it, but we did that game like we said. But the day before that, me and Rocco went to River Cats game, so
that was fun.
yeah, that was really fun. Didn't your Vans get messed up again there?
Not that bad, but a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, Rocco had to go to the bathroom 3 times that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. And then,
water.
yeah, didn't the River Cats win?
Yeah, 6-3.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. They played the Chihuahuas, which is the Padres. But yeah, we're gonna get into a game right now. We have this card stack right here, and we're gonna be pulling a card out, and we're gonna be going to the stats. And then, so first one off top right here is a 1. So if I pull this, I could either say who had 1 home run last year or who had under a 1 ERA. And so Rocco's gonna have to guess, and then if he gets it right, he gets it right, and we'll see who has the most points out of all of us at the end. So we're gonna start off. You want to pull first, or should I?
I will.
Okay. I'll make sure I'm not on the stats or anything too. Did you not even get it?
Not even get it.
And we don't really have a time limit. We probably will later, but yeah.
9.
9. So home runs or ERA?
Yeah.
Which one?
Home runs.
Okay. Who had over 9 home runs or under 9?
Under 9?
Who had under 9 home runs or who had over 9 home runs? Who had 9 home runs or who had a 9 ERA? Okay. 9 ERA, I'm going to have to go with Xander Brown.
I think he had more than that. ERA was...
Oh, I should have said Keaton! I was thinking of Keaton!
Xander had
my gosh!
exactly 30 ERA, and Keaton had a 9.92. Which
oh my gosh. Was there anyone else with a 9 ERA?
9 ERA? I do not see anybody. No.
Dude,
nobody had a 9
come
ERA.
on! Oh my gosh. There was no 9 home runs either, I don't think.
No.
Dang.
The closest one was Brandon with 8.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. You're up. Next one. Hey, get off. Next one is 2. Who had a 2 ERA?
ERA?
Mm-hmm.
Brad.
Brad had
2.10.
He had a 2.01. No, 2.10. All right, cool. You got that. And then right below was you. And then right ahead of him was Derek. No, you don't have to get home runs, but you can.
I think I saw, or I think I remembered Xander.
Xander, did he have 2? Xander had 2 home runs. 2 points for Rocco. We got 2-0. Yeah, Xander hit .101 and had 2 home runs and 15 RBIs last year.
Yeah, it's hitting better than Keaton hitting .055.
Yeah. But Keaton's a better pitcher.
Yeah. Let's see here. I pulled a 9.
Is that it? Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Let's do a different one.
10. 10 ERA.
Ooh.
In 10 hits, you get 1 guess each.
I don't think anyone has had a 10 ERA. So I guess I'll just do 10 home runs.
If we say like you don't think someone has something and you're wrong, it's negative a point.
Okay. I don't think anyone has a 10 ERA.
Okay, and then who do you have for home runs? And I'll check.
I don't think anyone has 10 home runs.
Okay, that's 2 points. No one had nobody. 10 home runs.
No!
I had 10 home runs. That's a negative 10. That's negative 1 for you. And then ERA, I don't see it. I see 100. I don't see it.
Whoa! So oh my gosh!
From Max Nearson.
Wow.
So that's, you finished with 0. Because I ruined it with 10 home runs.
Oh my! I thought you had more than that.
I thought I did too. That's sad.
Whatever. All right, we have a 1. Have we said a 1 yet?
No.
No. All right, 1.
Your ERA. I'll go with your ERA, and then 1 home run. Damien.
Okay. Damien had 1 home run.
I remember it.
And I had below 1. I had 0.11.
Well, technically that's right because we can't. There's no 0.
Fine.
Technically it's below.
Fine.
Technically it's below.
4-0.
Let's
okay.
go.
Jeez.
Now get off the stats page.
Don't get off the stats page. You were on the stats page.
I'm on the stats page right now. 8.
Okay, we got Chip with home runs.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, and then we have no one with ERA.
No one with an 8 ERA. We have 6s. No 8s.
Let's go.
He goes 2 points.
4-2.
4-2. We'll do first to 10.
Okay.
If we could even get that high.
Yeah. 4.
Ooh. 4 ERA, I'd have to go with. I know someone had to.
Probably.
We can go. Who was someone who did okay?
You have about 4 runs per game on average.
Who did bad?
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody. I keep thinking 9 because I keep thinking Keaton. I'm gonna say nobody with a 4, and then I'll go with like Brad with home runs.
Brad with 4 home runs. Okay.
Yeah.
We have Bradley had 2 home runs.
He only had 2 home runs the entire season.
Yeah, he did not hit well.
Oh my.
And then you said
Jess.
4 ERA.
Jess and Gavin had a 4, so I've been 3 in year 2.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
We'll go to 5 points just because it's gonna start getting more negative.
Let's go to 7 because it's 4-2, right? You're
no, it's
probably just
3-2.
gonna win. 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go to 5.
5.
5. Okay. I'm gonna have Landon hit 5 home runs, right?
3.
He hit 3 home runs?
No, you have 3 points now.
Okay. And then a 5 ERA. I can't risk to get a negative here. So I'm going to have to go... I'm going to have to go with Mikey.
Wrong. Mikey had a 28.
What?
ERA.
I did not think it was that bad.
There was
Oh
one
my
person, and it was
gosh.
Jacob with a 5.04 ERA.
Oh my gosh, in 3 innings.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you were a little off with a 28.5.
Just a little. Was that the? No, that was like second worst, right?
No. Someone threw 100.
Second worst, right?
100, and then there's a 54, a 30.
For Bodie?
Yeah.
My
So he had
gosh.
4th worst in the league.
Okay, well, don't pitch him, I guess, this year.
I think.
I think it got worse when he played us.
Yeah. So
I
3 to
think
3.
definitely. 3 to 3. Okay. Here we go. We got 2.
Oh, my ERA.
Okay.
I know I had a 2.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, and then we can't do Brad because he already got picked, right?
Yeah. I was gonna pick him, but yeah.
2 home runs. I'll go with Mikey. I know he probably didn't have that many. Oh my God, he had 2 home
Dude!
runs.
What in the
Let's
world?
go! That's
No!
game! Oh no, you get one more chance since I. Or no,
Yeah.
you went first.
No, you did.
No, remember? You had to guess first. I beat you in the first game.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I cannot believe Mikey had a 2 home runs. I would have never guessed that.
Dude.
Everyone with 2 home runs last year was Weston, Wanamaker, Mikey, Ryan.
Jeez, there's a lot of people with 2. Brad had 2.
Brad, but we couldn't do Brad. Xander, but I already did Xander.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Well.
Whole base and David Stevens. Oh, not the whole one.
Do you want to do this, batting average?
Oh.
Scroll up. You're just checking
Oh.
now.
I wasn't even looking.
Yeah, okay.
So we can only do we can't do 9 because no one's going to have a 900 batting average.
Yeah, I'll take the big ones out. Like 11.
11?
Who's going to have an 11 ERA?
Batting average?
Whatever. No one had a 9, right? No. Did anyone have no? I don't even know if someone had an 8. Maybe in the playoffs.
I did
with
a
us.
poll last night on our Instagram to see if anyone would do anything, but first of all, we just started the Instagram, and 2, it was like.
Who was
1
our
o'clock at
followers?
night. We got Nolan, me, Liam, and then one of my old friends.
Oh, nice.
So we're popping with 4 followers.
For real. Let's go. We got
4 followers, 2
13
posts.
subscribers.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then on our TikTok, we have.
Tell me your mouth is.
Copyright.
2 followers.
Woo! Let's go.
304 views on our TikTok.
How?
I don't know
What
how.
in the world?
I don't know. I didn't even. That's the first time I've seen that.
What in the world? Did you even share that with anyone?
No. I did the group. No, I didn't share it to anybody. I
Damn.
shared our YouTube channel with the group. 1 comment. And it's just.
Who is that?
I don't know. Just random. And then there was my pitch that is on Instagram and then TikTok.
It hasn't been posted on YouTube yet.
No.
Will be soon.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
If you go follow our socials.
All right. Batting average.
Yes.
I'm just gonna click off because they're up there too. There we go. All right. You pick first.
First to 5. 3.
Who hit 300?
300.
I'm pretty sure Brad hit 300.
That's your one guess.
Yes.
Bradley Duncan hit.
He's not on the leaderboards.
He's not on the leaderboard.
Oh, you're 300.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I could have picked Matt too, right?
I don't know where he is.
Could have picked
358.
Jess.
Yep.
Max. Okay. All right. We got 1. Who hit 100 to 199?
Oh crap! Who do we talk about?
Oh, I
You
know.
talked about
I
someone
know,
who hit
I know,
101.
I know it. 101?
Yeah,
I just
And
know
then
someone who hit
point
like 158.
Keaton. I got a point there.
Keaton hit 5.
Point.
5.
Oh, 5.5.
Is that? I guess that does work. Yeah.
There's no zeros.
Yeah.
He hit a .055.
Mhm.
Oh, Xander was the other one.
Yeah. Xander was the
Hold on.
101.
What about? Scroll down to that Jacob. Oh,
Jake hit 0.
I
So did-
thought he was 101.
Talon hit 0. So yeah.
Okay, so 1 each.
1 to 1.
2.
Who hit 200? Not Mikey. Not Ryan, I don't think. Not Chip. Matt hit like 358.
Like, you just guessed the number perfectly.
Huh? Oh, really? Oh. Bodie, I know, did not.
Who hit in the twos?
Oh, man. I don't think there's anyone who had 200.
Nobody with the 200 outing average.
Oh my gosh, Ryan, of course.
Ryan Bartel. Derek Nobrega. That's it. Derek Nobrega and Ryan Bartel.
Oh my gosh.
Wrong. Derek Nobrega had a 296, and Ryan Bartel, who
At
showed up for
250.
one series, hit 250.
Good job. All right. 0 to 1, right?
No, it's 1-1.
No, but I got negative. I said no one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we got 8.
Okay, I'll do the only one who ever got close to that. Yours truly. You hit a 595, and you were the only one in the 500s. Go to the records. Or the top,
Oh, yeah.
top in the league. You're the only one that got top.
595. I think in the playoff stats I hit like 800.
Oh, yeah, you did do playoff stats.
818.
I hit 714?
Yeah.
Wow.
You also had
I
an 8
didn't-
ERA.
It's because I pitched bad on purpose.
Oh, man. Yeah. All right. So.
2 to 1. 2 to 0, Mr.
You didn't get that right.
Yeah, I did.
No?
I said the only one closest to it. We weren't counting playoff stats. We were just doing regular
Yeah,
stats.
so you didn't get it right because I wasn't there. I was at 590.
I said the only one closest to it. How was I supposed to get someone with 800?
Fine.
You were the
whatever.
only- you were the only
whatever.
You were the only one up there. Okay, we're not doing that. We can't do any numbers that are
Yeah.
5. Mix them up. No pressure, but you got the number 4.
Ryan Vinci. No.
Are you sure?
Rocco.
Yes.
You.
Yes.
Actually?
Yeah, I have 400.
Oh, yeah. You had 490.
490.
I could have picked Chip.
I was pretty close to hitting 500.
Yeah. Chip, Ryan, I could have picked too.
But you shouldn't say that out loud. 1.
Of course, he gets stinking 1.
Xander.
Yeah,
Xander hit
you did
101.
that right.
Let's go.
Of course.
3 to 1.
3 to 1.
Yeah. 4.
Brandon Chip. Let's go.
3 to 2.
All right. 4.
Let's go. No. I forgot. Oh no.
Oh yeah. I like this.
Here, let me check the stats real quick.
How about no?
It was 3rd in the MVP race behind 4th. Because Chip was behind me. It wasn't Brad. Oh no. I'm gonna say Brad. I know it's not Brad. It's
No.
Daniel.
I thought you were going to say Ryan. Because he hit 454.
Yeah.
All right. What is it?
3 to 2.
3 to 2? Okay.
4.
Ryan Vinci.
Staring at the stats.
Sorry. I was already going to say that if it was a 4. All right. 3-3?
Yeah.
You got 3.
Oh, Matthew Sickich. With your quote on a 358 batting average.
Yeah. All right. 4 to 3?
So this, we won't go to 5. This will either be we tie and then we'll go to 5 and we'll reshuffle the
Okay.
cards, or it's over if you don't get it
Yeah,
right.
okay.
2. What a 200 batting average. You've already got this one, remember?
Yeah.
I know, 2 people.
But I'm going to go with Derek.
Yes, you're right.
Let's
Okay.
go! I remember that, putting that on. Didn't he have like 296?
Yeah, it was Derek and Ryan.
Oh, yeah. Derek had 296. Oh, yeah. All right, what is it, 4-4?
Yep.
You got... Dude, okay, we're not doing 4.
No, we have to.
Fine, 4.
Me! Oh no!
Yes.
Wait! No,
Yeah.
we can't redo names.
Oh.
Daniel, because you said Ryan Vincey, and Daniel's the only one left.
Daniel hit 425.
Yep. All right, here we go. You turned it off that screen, buddy. 4.
I can't pick anyone. Everyone's already been picked. Ryan, Chip,
Fine.
you. Daniel.
4. We already had 2.
2.
3. There is someone with 3.
Jess Vicuna.
Yes. Sadly. Dang it. 3.
Let's
15.
go!
Pick the next one.
You got a 2. Already picked.
Yeah.
3.
Already picked.
You got a 1.
Royce.
147. All right. This is the make or break. If I get this wrong, it's over.
These are all the high numbers. 1. So, last person.
Talon Campbell.
He did?
He had 0, 0, 0.
Technically, that's not between 0.0.
There's no 0 though. And he's still on
That's
there.
a 1. So you have to pick someone between someone with 0.001 or 0.01.
Gavin.
Damn it.
1,
This
1,
should have gone
1.
forever. We don't have enough.
Rock, paper, scissors battle.
Here, let's just do this. Well, I'll do.
You want to go to playoff stats for the final?
No, we'll do a couple. We'll do a couple cards. I'll shuffle them, and the first one I place down, whoever names names a person with that number. in their
Okay.
batting
All
average.
right. Cool. This is the last one. It's a 4. Nope.
Wow. 8.
Dang.
Ryan Bartel. Yes, 250. Let's go. 2 for 2 on these games. Beat you twice. Ryan Bartel and Derek Nebriga, the only 2 you lost.
Get this out of here.
Hey, money moves.
My own game that I lose
Twice.
twice.
In
Yeah,
overtime.
twice. All right.
Let's
Well.
go. You can.
Now we have to pick it up. All right. Well, forgot to tell you this, but
I'm the champion.
no, we're not. We're not gonna tell them that. But we forgot to tell them how our name started.
Yes.
So
This is a fun little game to get
This-
started.
yeah. All right. So Rocco, how did like we know how it started, how we got our name, but how did the whole story of us getting our name?
Well,
start?
it first started. I'm not gonna do a whole boring backstory about
Yeah.
everything, but it first started off with wiffle ball. Of course, when I got drafted number 2 to his team,
3.
number 3 overall.
Don't even know where you got drafted.
Nope. And then we had, well, as of right now, the most dominant season of a wiffle ball team, and it'll probably stay that way for a long time since it's getting
Probably.
more competitive. But we had the most dominant, stint in wiffle ball, and
CWL history.
we went undefeated in playoffs / World Series. We lost 1 game by 1 run.
Right, hit on the head.
1-0. We got
Yeah.
shut out 1 game. Other than that, we did. We'll probably go down as the best team.
Probably.
Even not team wise, but stats wise, because we only had 2 people.
Seriously.
But stats wise, it'll go down as the best team. And then when it came to off season, I wanted to see free agency to get out from the team to make it a wee bit more fair, just to try to change up.
To go to the second best team.
To try to change up the league, but I didn't want to go to a complete bad team and then have to rebuild the entire team.
And this is when summer started.
Yes.
So summer started. We haven't probably hung out probably 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks maybe.
Yes, and I wanted to see what I could get, or what, and then we ended up agreeing that we were gonna see what trades would happen.
Yeah,
and then
playing MLB The Show, second day it comes out. Rocco says, I want to see if I could be released so I could see my options.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm like, heck no, because we just won a championship, and I never thought
Yeah.
he would want to leave that early, especially because we were talking.
Yeah.
He wanted to leave a year later, try to win another championship this year. So And then stuff happened.
We ended up agreeing that I could look at my options, and I was able to pick once you approved of all the trades that were in, I got to pick which team you officially chose.
Yeah. And then he kept saying he was demanding a release, and I kept refusing.
Yeah, and then the only real trade that you ended up liking that came out was from the Base Invaders, now known as the Knights. So we ended up agreeing with that one, and he ended up, I thought it, like, because I was also talking with Chip, and I was going to offer you more than what he ended up offering.
Yeah.
So once Chip told me the official deal, I was surprised, but then I went to his team. It was ended up being 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, because I said, hey, Chip, like, a week after that you said you wanted to get traded and demand a release, I said, Chip, we need to get this done. I'm at my brother's baseball game. I'm tired of Rocco texting me about this thing. We need to get a trade done now. So I said, Mikey and your next year's pick. He said no, because he wanted Mikey. I said, okay, I will take Mikey by himself. No. Okay, I will have Mikey in this year's pick. No. Okay, well, Rocco keeps getting more antsy about wanting to get traded. We need to get something done. This time, he just has not offered me anything. I've only came after him for a trade. So I said, fine, I'm done with this arguing with Rocco. Next 2 years picks, and you're done. And the trade happened. And then
I was talking to Chip that night, and I was about to tell him, because if you said no to the trade, to the picks, I was going to tell him offer Mikey and the first-round pick, because that's what I thought would take. I thought it would have to be a really good player that we'd have to give up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, okay, I'll do that next. And then he said he approved of it. So I was super surprised.
Yeah.
I never knew about any of this behind-the-scenes stuff, but I was super surprised. That's all it took.
Yeah.
But
and then
I was good with it.
Yeah. He was still talking to me about stuff. You were still.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I think it was like at night.
Because it wasn't like we were like happy with each other throughout this entire thing. We were arguing most of it.
Yeah. It came really out of nowhere about the arguing. And then I think, this was still going on at school, I think.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it went on during school.
Because I remember you didn't want to talk to me at school at all.
I'm not sure.
I remember that. It was a break after testing.
It could be.
Yeah, and then you just didn't want to talk to me at all. So I guess the talks were going on during school.
I hated those tests.
Yeah, those were pretty bad. So
yeah, it did happen during school.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the trade happened after school, but the main arguments were during school.
Mm-hmm.
So then, I think week and a half later, trade happened, and then I was like laying in my bed, and then the trade happened, and he said something, and then our name came out. I said, "Are we still gonna be friends?"
Yeah, which I was surprised about. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but yeah, I didn't know how he took it, so I was like, yeah. I didn't think it was going to change too much about us.
Yeah, the whole time he didn't want to talk to me at all.
That's basically where it came from.
Yeah, and we joke about that a lot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically where it started.
2 people that were on a superstar team and then ended up, quote-unquote, hating each other, which it ended up not being.
Yeah.
It was just confused, and then the famous words, still friends.
Yeah.
And our official podcast.
Yeah, and we were trying to figure out a name, and then we were like, what's something we always say? Friends.
Something that people, like, it's original, and it's to us.
It's our own thing.
And it's not something stupid, so I thought we both agreed on Still Friends podcast. It was actually...
Yeah. I think it was your idea to have a podcast, because
yeah.
we've done talk shows. We're the main guys in the talk shows.
The only thing that sucks with the talk shows is we can only do 1 a week, and it'll be posted like 2 weeks in advance because we still have events that we have to do before we post it.
Mm-hmm. So here we don't have challenges. We don't have any wiffle ball games. We can post these whenever we want.
Yeah, we film them, do a little bit of editing if we need to, and then we post them, and then we could do more than 1 a week. It doesn't matter. We could do 2, 3 a week depending on how we feel.
Yeah.
So it's basically
up to us.
Way for your schedule for us.
Yeah. So with school starting, it's obviously going to take a dip, but
I guarantee we'll still find times to do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I think we tried to do this with Nick, and then that's why he talked to me about it.
That's where I originally got the idea from. I saw you did a podcast with him once, and
I think we did it twice, but we only had like one good one.
Yeah.
Second time it was like we recorded a song. We were like, oh, we need a podcast. It was like it was a week after, and then we just started randomly talking about music. But yeah. So the first podcast with him was good, but now this one's gonna have to be good because we have Nick doesn't really know much about baseball or anything like that. So with Rocco, we already talk about this on like our regular, like when we hang out. We talk about MLB, like trade stuff, which is what I like to do. So this is better.
And we both we're not camera shy, so whatever we say sports-wise, we thought it would be fun just to see how it would go if we do it to you guys and how it spreads.
Yeah.
Because anything could happen, but you have to try.
Yeah.
If we didn't try to do this, then there's no chance nothing would happen.
If this obviously doesn't, this isn't fun anymore, then obviously we're just going to stop because we don't want to force ourselves into doing a podcast when we already have a talk show.
And we don't care about so there's a way how it sounds. We don't care about the followers and subscribers. We just want to do this for fun. We obviously care about the people who end up following and subscribing because it helps us and it makes us feel better about it. But overall, that's not what we're here for. We're not here for followers and subscribers. We're here to have fun and talk about sports, which is our favorite thing. And then the followers and subscribers come with it. But that's not all we're in here for.
Yeah.
We're just in here to have fun.
Yeah. So now it's time for
We'll do some
sports stuff. Yeah, sports to start. We could talk about the MLB trade deadline. We could talk about new players on new teams. We could talk about NBA stuff. Really doesn't matter. What do you want to do?
Let's do MLB since it's it's the big thing right now.
Yeah. So we could talk about my A's. Honestly, they're doing pretty bad right now. They've had a tough skid past month. Because they were the leader in the standings for the AL West. But right now they're coming back up to the Astros because the Astros have been stinking it up lately.
Well, if we're talking about the A's, let's talk about Laureano.
Ooh, yeah.
Just got popped for 80 games for Bs.
He's out till next year's season in a month.
Didn't contest it. He just took the suspension.
Yeah,
he knew it.
He's always been jacked, but
I know.
Because you don't get tested for those stuff every day, like every player. They only
NBA test way more. If you have one good game, they'll test you. They don't do that in the MLB.
With the MLB, because it's hard to have good games.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of different pitchers and stuff. So I don't know why they decided to test him. Maybe he came he was on a really good skid or something. Let me check because he's always okay, always a pretty good player, but I guess he had 4 hits in 3 games. Maybe that's why, but I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason they decided to check him, but I mean, you always got to learn. Laureano will probably not get popped again with the suspension, but luckily we got Starling Marte, honestly.
Yeah.
Because without him,
he'll be able to help you. If he pops off, he'll be able to help you guys.
Yeah. Without Starling Marte, we would be very, very in bad shape right now. We would probably have to start Josh Harrison and Steven Piscotty right now. Josh Harrison is doing good, but starting him for a playoff contender, not really the move.
Yeah.
And we got some injuries too. I really thought the A's were going to pick up a pitcher at the deadline. They did pick up a reliever, but I guess they're good with their starters. But yeah, I mean maybe
we can go to the Giants.
The Giants, they got
first team to 70 wins. Now they're 71-41.
Gee whiz! Whoever thought that this team would be doing
Never.
This good?
I've always been a Giants fan, and I'll always stick with them. Sadly, for the last couple of years, it's been horrible, and no one thought this team would be good. Everyone's old. People didn't really believe in Gabe Kapler just because he just came from the Phillies.
Yeah, he was a bad coach.
And I didn't like him because people clubhouses like Pablo Sandoval and Hunter Pence, immediately the second he came in, he cut.
That's a good thing right now.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
You were really mad about that.
It was just kind of, I knew it was a good thing because I knew they were struggling. It's just a hard thing to see that the people that have been with the franchise to the World Series and all that, and you're just going to cut them just because you came in for the first time.
Yeah.
You don't know people like that. So I was still surprised, and I didn't feel like we were in a rebuilding phase. I just think we were waiting for our aged players to age out, and then we were going to start.
Especially because those guys were on 1-year deals too.
Yeah, and then it's people like Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford, Evan Longoria. Those aren't people that were struggling the last few seasons. Posey didn't even play because he had a kid and he didn't want anything with with COVID and all that. Yeah. So all of them were struggling. It didn't seem like nothing was going to happen. We were just going to play out the season just like we have been for the last 2 years.
And you almost made the extended playoff bracket too. You almost made playoffs.
Dude, we missed by one game
Yeah.
playing the Padres by a horrible call. A couple of horrible calls in the ninth inning.
I remember at our high school practice, you were like,
Yeah.
it was after, and you're like, no, we lost.
Yeah, they blew
Yeah.
it.
Who did you guys play? Did you play the Brewers?
We played the Padres.
Oh,
I remember.
and the Brewers made it.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Mets, supposed to be a really good team, had Lindor. They have dropped 8 of their last 10.
Yeah.
And they are 3rd place in their division now. And talk about the Phillies coming up in 1st place with Bryce Harper as the lead MVP candidate right now.
Yeah.
Insane. Didn't even make the All-Star game, and
No.
he's doing insane right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's batting like 310. I don't even know what he's doing right now. Like, Philadelphia Inquirer, Philly Voice, Yahoo Sports saying Bryce Harper is the MVP frontrunner right now.
Yeah.
Jacob DeGrom's hurt.
I don't quite agree with it, but I do agree that he's like top. I know he can win it this year, but I think we need to see a little bit more from him just to be the top front runner.
Yeah, because Tatis is hurt, DeGrom's hurt. Those are the top 2 guys, and you had Acuna. He's hurt. So really, the NL MVP is up for grabs right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Really up for grabs. But yeah, Mets really need to figure out some things. They got Javier Baez, which didn't really help them because they didn't really need any hitting.
Yeah.
But he's just a good piece on a contract deal trying to push for the playoffs, which is obviously not with the move right now. They needed pitching.
I'm honestly disappointed in the Miami Marlins. I understand they're not a good team, but after sneaking into a wild card spot last year
And beating the Cubs.
Now in the last place, they're not for a last place team in their division. They're down by 12 games, which isn't the worst because if you go up to the NL West, Arizona's down by 36.5
Oh my
games.
gosh.
Horrible. Yeah, and then
Wow.
Pittsburgh's down by 25, Baltimore's down by 29, Texas is down by 27. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, I wouldn't expect this to happen, but if it's the perfect world for Miami Marlins, they could end up winning the division if they went on a massive win streak and the other teams in the division start losing. So it's probably the biggest closest race between a division, but I thought they would do better, especially going against people like the Washington Nationals.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Nationals, getting rid of Max Scherzer and Trey Turner.
That
I
wasn't
did not
really a
like
good
that.
day for the Giants fan. Do you not like that day?
I
You
wasn't
got
too
Scherzer
bad
and
about
Turner?
it because dude, if you started the season, if you added Max Scherzer, would have hated it. Clayton Kershaw, Walker Buehler, Max Scherzer, Trevor Bauer,
Oh,
And then-
dude.
whoever they put as their 5th.
That would be their 5th. Scherzer, Kershaw, Bueller, Urias,
Yeah,
Bauer.
there it is.
That is insane.
That is insane. But if you now, Clayton Kershaw's out for another month.
Yeah. Bauer is...
Bauer's most likely. I mean, even if he
his
comes back,
administrative leave, I think, is
he's been
done tomorrow.
No, it's been extended.
Yeah,
another
but it's
7
done
days.
tomorrow.
Yeah, and then it just keeps getting extended.
Mhm.
But even the Dodgers players said they want nothing to do with them.
Yeah, you can see from some of the All-Star interviews, they said they want to roll on with their new guys.
Yeah.
Keep
Which
going.
surprised me.
Really?
Yeah, because he's always like a likable guy, and if he ends up proving that he isn't
Yeah.
guilty, but they said they want nothing to do with him.
Oh, dude, and he's in a tough situation right now.
Oh,
You can see some pictures that they have. Even if it's consensual,
we
like
can't show
what
that
you,
here.
Yeah, what you did to that girl is bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how you could do it.
Which is surprising because he was one of the most even
I like
for
Bauer.
a Dodgers player, I want nothing to do with the Dodgers, but I like him as a pitcher and I like watching his vlogs. He was a
Yeah.
nice, super chill guy.
I loved his vlogs. To be honest, Bauer was probably one of my favorite players in the
Yeah,
MLB.
and I liked how he brought flair to the game. Like he's perfectly fine with people celebrating on him if they hit a home run because that's his fault. He gave up the pitch, and then he celebrates. So I think he's bringing more emotion in the game, which is good,
Yeah, that's what he's
especially
trying
since
to
the
do.
MLB was going down in ratings compared
big
to.
time. Were you talking about the Padres?
I was talking about the National League West as a whole. Every
Mhm.
single person won, other than the Diamondbacks, because they lost to the Padres.
Yeah, Diamondbacks aren't doing too well.
Yeah,
They-
Anderson had to leave off in the 5th inning against the Giants for medical reasons. Blake Snell threw a gem through 7 innings, no hit.
Yeah.
Or not no hitter.
Yeah,
but
Snell's
hit no
doing pretty
runs.
bad this year.
He's doing horrible.
Terrible.
That was a horrible pickup.
And
It
it
looked
was a
like
good
It
pickup,
was a
yeah.
good pickup, but it ended up not turning out as well.
And people are saying that it's not really Snell's fault because he's in a batter-friendly park.
Mhm.
But, no. people are hitting bombs off
But
him.
no.
Not really, no.
But if you look on the flip side, like a bad pickup that ended up being good, Desclafani on the Giants, he was doing bad. We picked him up. He's a 2 ERA, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like
Hovering between a
2.5.
2
He's
or a
hurt
3.
now, but like he'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
He'll be back.
He'll be good.
Alex Wood's doing pretty average.
He was great during the beginning
Yeah,
of the
he was
season.
really
He's been
good.
struggling now, but if he turns it back on, I guarantee you he's in the 2 ERA, 2 to 3 ERA. So he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, and you guys are lucky. You guys got 4 starters.
Yeah, Gossman's doing great. If there wasn't a DeGrom, he'd be winning the Cy Young, most likely. And
I mean, if DeGrom's out the rest of the year, maybe Gossman will win.
And he's been struggling lately, but if he goes back on to like the beginning of the season, which is scary because that's what the Giants always do. They do great in the beginning and then they suck at the end, but they've been
I feel like that's the opposite for the A's.
Yeah.
Not really this year, though. But usually the A's start off 500 and then do great. But, yeah, for the Giants...
We got someone like Logan Webb, who's 24 years old, throwing a 3-point-3. That's amazing, especially since he wasn't doing that good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guarantee he'll be a star. And then someone
Really? You think he's going to be a star?
If he stays like this, for sure. He's fourth. I think he's 4th or 5th in our pitching rotation, throwing a 3.3. That's really good.
I think he's 5th, yeah.
Behind Johnny Cueto, who I personally...
You don't like Cueto.
I don't like Cueto. I love his pitching style, and I've loved him throughout the years, but I just don't think it's a good thing with his contract for how much we're paying him to keep him on the team. I think it's hurting us. We have better people. Like, I just don't think it's beneficial to us to keep Cueto. I love the guy, but I don't think it's the greatest thing to have in our bullpen.
Yeah.
Because we're playing Desclafani, Gossman, Wood. We're barely playing Webb because he's young. I don't think it's, like, great to be paying Cueto. Because he'll have a great game, and then he'll have a couple struggle starts.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Johnny Cueto's on his contract year.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I think he
pitched last night, gave up 4 runs.
Oh.
But he also pitched against the Dodgers, 6.2 innings, gave up no runs.
So he's off and on.
Yeah. But he'll have a couple struggle starts.
Speaking of the Giants, me and Rocco went to the River Cats game.
Yeah.
We got Evan Longoria's signature on a baseball.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Here, let me close this.
He's another guy who I think isn't beneficial to keep with how big his contract is, unless we keep him at third once he comes back from injury, which it should be soon since he was playing with the River Cats on his rehab.
Yeah.
And then move Chris Bryant somewhere in the outfield permanently.
Yeah, for sure. Because
Until he's gone.
Bryant could play anywhere.
Yeah.
But Cueto's not doing bad this year. It's a 3.9
No, he's
ERA.
not doing bad, but that's because he'll have a great start and then he'll have a couple bad ones.
Yeah.
I just think we could find someone cheaper that would be better for us.
Definitely from the start, I thought the Dodgers... Hey, Brad.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, let's talk about Brad.
Yeah.
No, let's
He's
not.
kind of crap.
We could talk about Brad yesterday in
Let's
his
not.
wiffle ball. Hit a home run. Was it off you or was it a chip?
Off
It
me?
was Chip.
No, you hit one off me too. Or no, you did hit one off
Yeah,
too.
it was Chip.
You know,
How did that feel, Brad?
Good.
a little
Good.
fastball right up top. I was like,
It's right down the middle. You should have hit it out.
I went to Chip. I was like, because he was like trying to gas it. I was like, just take a deep breath, and then he lobbed one to you. I was like, no.
He lobbed one that was
Yeah, he
low,
lobbed. I was
and
like, dude, I didn't mean that. Just be calm and just throw. And he threw it up top, and then I was like, okay, I know I said take a deep breath, but I never meant right down the middle.
Yeah.
Because that happened.
Brad, yesterday you hit half the home runs you hit in the whole season last year.
You hit 2 home runs last season.
Yeah, I know.
That was for your storage got full. We'll change, and on that note, we'll change subjects. But we're not going to go out of the sport. We're going to talk about, even though we're a little bit late to it, since this is our first podcast, it'll be a subject to bring up trade deadline reactions. So I'll bring up a player, and you tell me your reaction, and I'll put a little bit in, and then you tell me a player.
Okay.
So, first of all, we'll start with you. Actually,
let me guess.
We're
going to start with Chris Bryant.
I'm not going to say Starling Marte or Andrew Chafin because we talked about him a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll start with Anthony Rizzo for the Yankees.
Okay. The Yankees definitely needed a left-handed bat with power, and they got that with Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo. Luke Voigt, now they might cut next year because he's doing pretty bad and he's injured.
He had a great play last night.
Really?
Rizzo's out for COVID.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
He's out for COVID. Get vaccinated, kid. But maybe if he even is, he's doing pretty good on the field when he is playing.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great locker room guy. And now Chris Bryant, Javier Baez, and Anthony Rizzo are all saying the Cubs organization and GM is very, very bad and likes to tell lies.
Actually,
So,
only Chris Bryant at Rizzo said that. Javier has been open to coming back. He hasn't really said anything bad. It's weird. He's the one out of the three that hasn't said anything bad.
then maybe they, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just been different for him then.
Yeah, or he hasn't opened up about it yet.
Yeah. But Rizzo probably not going to re-sign with the Yankees. I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't see it.
No.
Probably go to a team like the Padres where he started with, Red Sox where his second team was.
Giants reunite him and the only reason why it might happen is because we're getting rid of Belt, and if we weren't set on putting Posey right to first, which I know we're gonna do, we're gonna put Posey at first and then get our catcher situation. If Gabe Kapler ended up
50 catchers.
Yeah, we have like 50 catchers. If we ended up not putting Posey at first, it would kind of be more of like a place for him to be encouraged to go with Chris Bryant there, and especially how he's expressed how he loves the ball club, so it's not like he's coming into a place with Chris Bryant that he doesn't like.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that was very unlikely, but it could be a sneaky pick.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know where Rizzo could go, honestly. I think he stays in the National League. Maybe the Astros. Maybe if they don't want to play Gurriel. But Phillies, maybe. He would look great in National jersey if they didn't just sell.
Heck no.
Yeah. Brewers. Would you go to a division rival, though, of his last team? I wouldn't see that.
He has no love for the Cubs anymore.
Yeah.
So
Padres, I would see him definitely go into the Padres.
sadly, yes.
Yeah, that's where he started. But yeah, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna actually go with a full team in the Diamondbacks.
Oh my God, they did absolutely horrible.
Literally terrible.
All they sold was Escobar.
Yeah, to the Brewers.
Brewers is the only guy other than like smaller players, but like Ketel Marte should have got rid of.
Madison Bumgarner at least tried.
Should have got rid of.
Zach Gallen should have got rid of.
Like, I don't understand. Like, Marte didn't even want to be on that team. I mean, I know they didn't do the worst out of everybody.
Yeah.
But come on, like Ketel Marte is in a great market. You could get something for him. You're not a team who's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
You're 36 and a half games behind first place.
Yeah.
You're not going to be touching the division, top of the division, or a wild card spot anytime soon.
Yeah.
You need to sell all the good players on that team and get prospects,
Mm-hmm.
and they just did not do that.
Yeah, it was same with the Rockies.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, let's think of another deadline move. Javier Baez to the Mets. We'll talk about that. Keep on the three.
We kind of did a little, but we can go more into depth with it. Baez, I think it is a pretty good fit. Mets didn't really need him with J.D. Davis and Jeff McNeil already at second base. But Javier Baez kind of looks like a Met, honestly, like Lindor did. He looks great in the Mets uniform.
Him and Lindor are actually really good friends.
Aren't they? They played on the same team, right? For World Baseball Championship, right? Yeah. But Baez is playing short, I think, right now.
Yeah.
But then he's gonna move to second when Lindor comes back. Baez never really been an average guy, like batting average.
Oh no.
Only hits bombs, swings for the fences and stuff, which some of the Cubs players did not like because they needed him on base. But
I think they needed a pitcher for sure.
Yeah, the Mets definitely gave up a lot for Javier Baez.
But for a team that they don't really have a leader from, like DeGrom, he's a quiet guy. He's not someone like Bryce Harper, who's like a big guy and he's big with the team. And then Francisco Lindor, you haven't really been seeing. He's having fun with everybody, but he's not like a huge leader. And then Javier Baez, like, I think he takes over the leader role of the team.
Yeah.
Especially if he stays.
Yeah,
because he's a super fun guy. You can't really get into arguments with him, and he likes to express emotion.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they still got Robinson Cano on the books too.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be big into cap next year if they get Javier Baez back.
Yeah.
But yeah. How do you feel about the Rockies trade deadline?
Again, National League West.
I'm sorry, I'm not giving you players.
No, it's fine. The bottom of the
teams
National League West is absolutely horrendous. This team is my pick for the worst trade deadline. What could have gone down in history?
Yeah.
Because Trevor Story pulled himself from the game the night before the trade deadline. He said he did not want to play because he was expecting to be traded, and he came out to the media and said how mad he was that he was not traded.
He said he was expecting to go to a red and white team called the Angels.
Yeah, and he just didn't understand why he didn't go to anybody, and they decided to keep him. And he's been hitting 450 since the end of since after the All-Star game.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been hitting amazing.
I think the only way that the Rockies kept Herman Marquez and Trevor Story, who they definitely should have dealt.
And John Gray.
Yeah, was because they're trying to compete for a playoff spot.
Which
Bro,
they're nowhere near.
What
They're
are
20
you
games
talking
back.
about? The closest spot you can get is to being the second wild card. You're 13 games back from the Padres, and with the team that you have, you are not going to compete for a wild card spot.
12 and a half
at
games
all.
out of the wild card spot.
Yeah.
And I don't get it, because you could get some decent... I know Trevor Story's not on his greatest year, same with John Gray, and I don't know
Trevor
how
Story's not on his
Hernan
best
Marquez is doing.
He's doing all right. Usually what he does.
You can't get amazing stuff for him, but you can get something,
Mhm.
and they don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I think John Gray said he might want to sign an extension, but other than that, the other
I think
two...
John Gray's on the books for a while.
Yeah, and then just... I don't understand.
Marquez, you guys might overlook. He has like a 3.3 ERA. That is because it's a batter-friendly park. As you saw from the home run derby, balls were flying out of the park at like an extremely high rate.
And if you don't need a top guy like your 1 or 2, you can easily be a 3 or 4.
Yeah, and Marquez would probably flourish in any other team and be probably have like a 2.9 ERA.
Yeah,
That's how good he is. But yeah. What player do you have now?
Nationals getting John Lester.
Oh, wait, the Nationals got
no,
him?
Nationals trading John Lester to the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals did bad. The Cardinals got J.A. Happ from the Twins and John Lester from the Nationals. That was terrible.
You can't tell if they're wanting to compete for the World Series like now or they're like killing themselves.
Yeah,
Because
you are 10.5 back from the division lead, and I think 9 games back from the wild card, but you're trading for some old guys, and like...
Those are 1-year wonder guys. And they're not even doing
both
well.
on their 1-year deal.
Yeah.
So they're gone after. And then you gave up Logan Thomas, who is actually a really good player and a good prospect in that organization, for John Lester.
It's not like it's a Max Scherzer where he's like 37, but he's doing really well.
I could have saw them getting Max
John
Scherzer.
Lester has a 5.02 ERA.
Yeah. It's that bad?
It's that bad.
I thought it was like 4.5.
No, he is horrendous.
Oh
and
my
if you're
gosh.
Nolan Arenado, you're thinking to the GM, what are you doing?
I should have stayed in Colorado.
And if there was a different team that you could get traded to.
The Cardinals are only 4 games better than the Rockies.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
For Nolan Arenado.
Yeah.
And a huge surplus of money that they got
Mm-hmm.
from the Rockies, which didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
All right, what is yours for
That
me?
Rockies GM needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Especially after not trading Trevor Story either.
Yeah.
Terrible. Let's go with the White Sox trade deadline, getting Craig Kimbrell.
I thought that was a really good pickup, especially to extend their bullpen, having, what was it, Liam Hendricks. That's an amazing one
peace.
too. He did have one. He gave up a 3-run home run, Craig Kimbrell, to the Cubs, but they ended up still pulling out and winning that game, which is it's not his best moment, but I think it's still a really good pickup for the White Sox. A great one.
Really,
too.
really good.
I would 100%. That would be one of my most feared teams when it comes to those two coming in the 9th inning
In the playoffs.
in the playoffs.
Because especially when there's a lot more relievers pitching in the playoffs. When you got Craig Kimbrell and Liam Hendricks pitching, probably the 7th, 8th, and 9th, both of those two guys.
If I'm losing 2-0 in the 7th inning, I would fear.
Yeah.
It's 2
Big time.
1-0. I get it. They might let up a sacrifice fly, but if you're winning 2-0 in the 7th inning, having Liam Hendricks and Craig Kimbrell able to come out, fear that.
Yeah, that's why I was like confused. I was like, wow, they already have Liam Hendricks. He's doing really pretty good this year.
Yeah.
But then I saw an article they're gonna split save opportunities. So that's something I fear, especially with the Oakland A's might be able to have to play them in the playoffs. But yeah. What else now? What was other big moves?
Chris Bryant.
Oh.
I can talk about that one.
How do you feel after Chris Bryant went?
I feel amazing. It was the worst trade out of the 3 that the Cubs did, and the return that they got. I mean, they got a couple of good prospects, but compared to the other trades that they did, I think it's the worst one they got. We got a Chris Bryant, which is exactly what we needed. Everyone's saying we can't expect to be carried by Chris Bryant. He's not having a good year, but that's not what we're doing.
He was an all-star.
Yeah, he's not hitting like 300 and stuff like that because he's not an average guy, or too high an average.
Yeah.
And But that's not what we're doing. We've gotten to 70 wins. I reckon he's been there for like 3 of them. But we're high up there on wins, and we're not expecting him to carry this team. We're just expecting him to be a really good offensive contributor. So I think that's a perfect pickup for the Giants. I know they could have picked up a pitcher, which would have been nice to get rid of the
reliever, yeah.
But overall, and just like with the Liam Hendricks and Kimbrell thing, just their team that they have right now, they have splitting saves.
JaVale McGee.
Jake McGee and Tyler Rogers switching saves, and both of them have a under 2 ERA and under. And then Jake McGee was the reliever of the month. So
Really?
I think they're set on relievers. They have a ton of good. They have a ton of no-name relievers before this year that are doing amazing.
And you got a good AAA reliever in big boy Reyes Maranta.
Oh my gosh.
We watched him play. Dude, the
He's
man
gotten
is
bigger.
chunky.
He's gotten
oh
bigger.
my goodness.
I said he reminds me of Pablo Sandoval. Who
He probably
is
is
a
as
free
big as
agent?
him.
Who's a free agent?
Pablo is a free agent.
It sucks.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, maybe
I think the Giants will reunite him for his last year on the River Cats, and then he could retire from there, and it would be a nice note.
Yeah. Was Pablo a River Cat?
Yes, for a couple times.
Oh, okay.
But I don't see Gabe Kapler doing that. He's not a feelings guy. He's a business guy.
Mm-hmm. And especially with your team's doing super well.
Yeah.
30 games over 500. That's literally insane.
4 games over the Dodgers, and I'm pretty sure if we scroll down, it's 3 games over
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, 3 games over Tampa Bay is the best
Tampa Bay's
team in the
doing
MLB.
good. Gee whiz. But, yeah. I mean, we could talk about the Rays or the Dodgers.
Dodgers, A+. That was
Yeah.
amazing. Trey Turner, Max Scherzer.
You did give up a lot in Josiah Gray and Keeper Ruiz. They
But-
were your number 1 and 2 prospects.
Yeah, but the prospects that they have so many prospects.
They got more after that.
And they have so many young people who are in the MLB right now, like 23, 24, that are gonna take replace of the old people
Yeah.
who they don't have that many of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
they don't have that
Clayton
old
Kershaw,
team.
Justin Turner, those are like
Those are like their oldest guys.
and now Max Scherzer, but
Yeah.
still, that was a
And-
great trade deadline for them. And then the Rays getting
Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz was a great pickup.
Mm-hmm.
They need a power bat. He's been hitting home runs ever since he got there.
Yeah.
I think that was a great pickup.
They did give up Diego Castillo
Yeah.
for not much, but hey, I mean, they got
They got
relievers coming out.
I don't remember who they got in the trade deadline, but they got a reliever in return.
Yeah, I mean,
Or not
they
in
could,
return of that trade, but they got another one.
yeah, they could pull relievers out of their hats. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
They could this guy's good. No, we got this guy too. They got a lot of new guys that they could bring up.
Yeah.
But Dodgers, insane. They got Walker Buehler, who's like 26. Urias is like 24, and Scherzer, he wanted to go to the Dodgers, Padres, or Giants, and he ended up going to the Dodgers with Trey Turner, which people were saying that could possibly be a thing. But I did not think Trey Turner would have been dealt.
No.
But once I saw Scherzer going and then Schwarber going, I was like, yeah, maybe Trey Turner. And then
They got Danny Duffy.
they did from
Yeah.
the Cubs. Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's on the Cubs.
No, someone from the Royals. Not Danny Duffy.
Soler went to the Braves.
Hold on.
From the Royals?
Yeah. Who was it?
Oh, on the Dodgers, Danny Duffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Danny Duffy, who's doing really good this year.
I was right. Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, I thought you said the Rays got someone from
No.
the Royals. Yeah, Danny Duffy's going to be their number 5 guy.
Yeah.
Which is insane. He could be probably the number 2 guy on the A's, which is sad.
And I could see him still choking in playoffs.
The Dodgers?
They do that a lot. I see that they won the World Series, but for the teams
They were
that
close to getting eliminated
they've
twice.
had amazing teams and they win, but they don't finish.
Yeah. David Price is having a really good year.
Yeah.
He's having a really
Okay
good year. Really? No, he's doing really good.
No, he's having an okay year.
I think he's starting games for them now, with Kershaw out.
Yeah.
He has 3.553, which is 4 wins, 1 loss, which is
For
really
him,
good.
that's good.
Yeah. Resurgence, kind of.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played since 2019, where he had a 4-point ERA.
Yeah.
So, he has 3.29 this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Yeah. Now what?
We
Rays really talked about everyone. I mean,
We could.
Blue Jays Blue just got Jose Barrios.
That's a really good pickup. He had an amazing start.
They had to give up some big guys though.
They were probably one of the biggest givers back because I never saw all the trades that we saw this year were for prospects. We never saw a big name for a big name.
Yeah.
We didn't see too many. Well,
not really what happens much though.
Yeah, it's just fun
Usually
to see
prospects.
a big name leave for them to swap.
Mm-hmm. But the A's getting Starling Marte was.
How do you feel about Josh Harrison and Yan Gomes?
Yan Gomes is gonna play some games. He's been doing pretty good this year.
Yeah.
But Josh Harrison, he's been doing pretty well. He had a home run. He's been doing pretty good. Just not really huge names that we could have got. We could have got Chris Bryant.
Bob Melvin doesn't do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like.
It's not really Bob Melvin. It's Billy Bean.
Yeah.
Billy Bean's he was the one who did that movie where they don't pay or anything. I forgot what it was called. But yeah, they don't like to spend money on anything.
And Bob Melvin, I think he's one of the best managers because
for sure.
Even though he's not winning, he's proving to do with bad players. He's turning them into decent players, and they ended up doing really good, especially second in the division for having they have an average $4 million total payroll at the end of the year.
Yeah, and then we got Chris Davis back.
How do you feel about that?
No, we do not want to talk about that. This kid literally is garbage, and I know I'm calling him a kid because I feel like anyone on Whitney is better than this guy. He cannot hit for his life now. He hit 150 this year. 150, and he was insane years before. He had 49 home runs, and then the next year he hits 220. Let me see. 2018, 48 home runs, 123 RBIs. 2017, 43 home runs, 110 RBIs. 2016, 42 home runs, 102 RBIs. The year after he had his best year, he hit 23 home runs, 73 RBIs. Okay, he's on a decline, but he's also batting .220. With every single year from 2015 to 2018, he hit .247. That is 4 years of .247. Year after, in 2020, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, with a .200 batting average. Year after, 2021, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 157, and is cut. He's cut. They don't even want him. They even have to still pay him $16 million, but he's just doing so bad that they just wanted to cut him so he wouldn't play. Sorry, I went on a rant.
I just saw, not to interrupt or anything, but one of these big stories that just came out is Bumgarner looking forward to return to San Francisco. I say the only way we sign him is if he agrees to take a massive pay cut.
I don't think you can sign him.
As of next year?
He has four more years on his contract.
Yeah.
And
I think that was
that
was more aimed towards a trade deadline, but
well, it came out today.
I would not want him.
Yeah.
He's not doing great.
Maybe he's not doing too well. I thought he was. He has a 4.42 ERA this year. Yeah. And every one of your starters, I think, is a better ERA than that.
Yeah.
But
all of our starters have it under 4. And the only reason I say that is because Cueto just got knocked up and he's at a 4.89 or something like that. Last time I checked, but all of them are below.
Yeah. I think he's getting paid $18 million.
Yeah, that was insane.
A season. Which he came off a year. Was he even doing good that year? I don't even think so.
No, he did not.
Yeah. He had a 4.72 ERA. I mean, this year he's a 3.73.
And we offered him a huge deal and he declined.
Really?
Yeah, we offered him a huge extension, which now is a great thing because we have the money to sign the players we do.
Mm-hmm.
We have now.
Yeah, ERA. He had 3.90, which was fine. But then he had a 6.48 last year and a 4.42 this year.
Yeah. I say we do one more subject that I got right here for MLB, and then we move to a different sport, maybe basketball, because that's the big thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest surprise, biggest players that were surprising that made the All-Star game for each team.
Ooh, okay.
American League will start off. Salvador Perez, just the entire. It would be perfect if he was on the Giants team, not because he's not position-wise, but just because him and the whole Giants have had a whole weird year. How they're all old and they've been just popping off, having the careers of the years of their life.
Yeah, Salvador Perez is doing really good.
And he made the home run derby. Obviously, got knocked out first round. I'm pretty sure, but
He
still,
had the second highest home runs in the first round and got knocked out.
to make it was just surprising.
Marcus Simeon.
Dude, that was
Last year he was pretty bad.
yeah.
The year before he was really good. So then this year when he got paid
Really
$18 million, I was like, okay, he deserves it. And then he comes out and is insane.
Yeah.
Deserved the
Do you
starting
miss
spot.
that?
Yeah, of course. Who's my
Would you
second?
have paid him $18 million?
Yeah.
You guys have a ton of
I would have
money.
paid him $25 million.
Yeah.
Especially with the shortstop that the Oakland A's have right now.
Yeah.
Do you know who he is?
Elvis Andrews? Kid's crap.
He's batting .220. Has like 3 home runs.
Another big one is Shohei Ohtani for me because he just came off of Tommy John last season. And
Big surprise.
No one usually comes back from doing that good. And
Yeah.
then not only pitching well, I'd say the only reason he has such a high ERA is because he gave up 4 runs with giving up 1 out and got pulled in 1 start this season. Other than that, he'd have like a...
That was against the Yankees, right?
Yeah, he'd
I
have
remember
like a
watching
super
the video
low
of that.
2 ERA. So that's the only thing that it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
If that game was erased, he would be even better and higher up there. And then doing this amazing offensively, it doesn't even make sense. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he's at 37 right now, home runs.
Really?
Yeah,
That's something
doesn't make
yeah.
any sense.
And then Vladimir Guerrero. I've been a fan of this kid. What?
Vladimir Guerrero.
What's his name?
That's what you said.
What is it?
You said Guerrero.
Oh, I gotta make sure I put in the U. Come on now. Vladimir Guerrero, right?
Guerrero.
Whatever.
Silent.
Whatever.
Guerrero.
Whatever. Vladimir Jr. He is, I've always been a fan of this kid when he came up, and then him from switching from third base to first base, I think was huge for him.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me that he made the All-Star team because I knew he was doing bad, but I could already tell that he was going to have a comeback season. I just didn't know it would be this big.
Yeah, it was insane for him this year.
Second, I'm pretty sure he's 35. He's 35.
Yeah.
2 behind.
Yeah, he's hitting bombs this year.
Yeah.
But everyone else, I think, just regular.
Let's see. Anyone? Cedric.
Cedric Mullins, huge surprise to make it.
Oh, yeah.
Adolis Garcia. He just barely made the roster this year.
Jared
and he
Walsh.
made it. I think Jared Walsh would have made it. He just is
We
doing
just haven't
better
seen him doing really good in
Yeah.
the past.
than Joey Wendell. He used to be an Oakland A. Nice. Nice.
Hey. I actually looked into it. Sergio Romo's having a pretty good year. He's doing like a 3.3.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when
He's
he
like
said he had
90.
a 5.
He's like near 90 years old.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
Let's see pitchers.
Nathan Eovaldi, Kyle Gibson,
Lance Lynn,
Yusei
Carlos
Kikuchi.
Rodon.
All 3 of those guys were huge surprises.
Yeah. Aroldis Chapman's just going downhill since he's been
Yeah.
doing good lately, but he's
Do you know
just,
why? Ever since the crackdown on foreign substances.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And then,
I don't know, because he was coming into the season with throwing like a 0.01 ERA.
Yeah, and then foreign substances, he went down.
Nah.
No, like, his ERA went up.
Yeah, I just think he kind of had like a dip. I don't know if it was for foreign substances because he's been doing this his whole career, but I'd say I'm just surprised that he took that big of a dip. I regret doing it, but I even dropped him on my fantasy team.
Ooh.
Didn't trade him. I dropped him. No one wanted him. I picked up a better reliever. It was
Ravens doing good.
Chase from the Indians. Doing like a 1.
Class A, Emmanuel, Class A? Yeah, I think so. He's doing good.
Chase.
Yeah. Chase? Emmanuel Chase.
Guerrero.
Okay, whatever.
Or even National League. Buster 100% first off. Even though he didn't make it because of injury, Buster Posey.
He did make it, he just didn't want to play. For injury, yeah.
Yeah, he hurt himself.
Yeah. What was it?
He caught a ball wrong. And
Oh
Tore
my
his thumb.
gosh.
Yeah.
What was it, like Johnny Cueto throwing like a curveball?
yeah, it was a fastball. I'm
Oh.
pretty sure. But surprised me. Didn't play for a year. Past years he hasn't been good. He's hitting. I want to say. Look, I just
He
got.
was batting .330.
Yeah, he's batting like last time I checked 328.
Yeah. He's not playing many games though. He's not playing every day.
But still.
He's not playing every day.
Hitting 328, 13 home runs, 37 RBIs, 47 runs, 0 stolen bases.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Third ranked catcher in the league, even though he's not playing a lot for him being that old and not playing good for the last couple of seasons. I think that's a huge thing that he made it.
Yeah. So, yeah, cool.
I just think Castellanos and Winkler, even though they're good for how good of seasons they're having as a duo together in the outfield.
Castellanos, I would have. I would have predicted he maybe was like a top player, but not as good. Winker, definitely not. He was like pretty bad the years before.
Brendan Crawford, another old guy. It's just the same giant stuff.
Mm-hmm. Crawford's on his contract year. After
Yeah.
this, he's a free agent.
I think they'll probably end up re-signing him
Probably.
for a smaller amount of money.
Yeah.
I don't really see anyone too
Kyle
Big.
Schwarber, maybe.
Jay Cronenworth.
He made it last year. I was going to.
Yeah. He wasn't going to make it, and then he made it as a
Yeah.
sub, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Gosman.
Again, having a great year like he
Yeah.
did last year.
Taiwan Walker. Ever since the All-Star thing, downhill. And I saw that in the All-Star game. He gave up two runs. Sorry, I burped. He gave up 2 runs. I was like, this better not strike something that makes him worse, and it did.
Yeah.
So,
Mark Melanson, I'm not surprised, but I miss him on the Giants.
yeah.
But he wasn't doing good, so. And it's not like a
He's
bad
on the
thing.
Braves
that we
too.
It's not a bad thing we lost with Tyler Rogers, and
Yeah.
we have people that, especially Tyler Rogers. He had like almost a 6 ERA last year. He was like a 5 something. I hated him. I was scared every time he came in because I was expecting a couple home runs,
Yeah.
3 runs, and late in the game win a lead.
Mhm.
And he's just, I don't know what he's done,
Yeah.
but he's amazing. A
And
high
then-
fastball of 89 miles per
Yeah.
hour and still dominates the league.
Craig Kimbrell, big pickup from the Cubs last year. Did have like a 4.3 ERA,
Yeah,
and then is insane this year.
he got his stuff back.
Yeah, definitely.
Tyler Rogers never had any stuff till this year.
Yeah.
So we want to switch to NBA,
Do you want to? You want to keep going?
or do we want to stop it here and then bring other bring more suggestions that people say,
Yeah.
or NBA?
We went
for
over
next-
football and baseball. I think we're good there, especially with like an hour and 20
hour
minutes.
and a half almost.
Yeah. Seriously, that's how long he's been here, an hour and a half. So.
Yeah.
That's going to wrap it up. This is our first ever podcast. Like we said, go onto our Instagram, and we're going to have a poll up pretty soon, and you guys can vote what you guys want us to hear us talk about. Subscribe and follow us on our Instagram and TikTok, and we'll see you guys later.